Hello everyone, my name is Duncan. Today we'll be taking a look at the closed beta for Forever Skies. This is the end part of the tutorial, and I kinda skipped over the tutorial because it has a lot of story spoilers, so don't worry, they won't be in this video. The beta does have a time limit on it of 20 minutes, however the time limit will start as soon as we have our airship up into the sky. With the scanner that we picked up a little earlier in the tutorial, we can scan certain objects like walls that we can break down, but also in these barrels there are synthetic casts. These are metal components. We can basically scan anything that we can pick up and collect. Most of the stuff that we will be finding will be metal and synthetic, as well as this fabricator we need to put into our ship. Around the game we will find these tablets, however I do not want to read these right now, although this one doesn't really matter that much. It basically shows us how to get started with the ship. You can also interact with a bunch of random items. This will give you extra lore and detail about the world. Now, because the world is all covered in this poisonous fog that they call the dust, everything that you eat can have negative side effects, like this one. The sun melons will give us a virus, photophobia. Basically what photophobia is, we read up in the manual here, this is metal components, this is not what it was supposed to show. It basically makes it so we cannot look at the sun, because we'll get injured. Meaning we basically became a vampire. Luckily we can eat these lobster chilies, and that will cure it. These were specifically made for this virus, probably to teach you that scientific research like this is necessary to survive in this world. These water bowls also seem to be around everywhere. And with the empty bottle you can get up to 5 dirty water. Now we don't really want to drink this of course, because it will diminish our health. First things we want to be building is this, the DAC extractor, which we need more metal for. Right, now that we have enough metal scraps, or metal debris, we can create that into actual usable metals, which we can then convert into this DAC extractor. And this is basically where the game will truly begin. With the DAC extractor we can break down all these items, all the walls, all these jars. But as you may have noticed, there's also stuff floating in the air sometimes. This would be the first time that it doesn't show anything, of course. Ah, there we go. So those things, we can take them down. The clumpy ball looking ones are synthetics. And then these ones, that have a bunch of spikes on them, are metal. If you want to see something cool though, we break that support beam, and look at it go. The building will collapse. I don't know, I thought that was actually pretty cool when first time I saw it. But now that we have opened up this, if we scan this item here, we get blueprints. There's two ways of getting blueprints, for as far as I've seen. Scanning this thing will give us the engine blueprint, but there's also data cards. I assume that the data card also gives the engine, because it doesn't give us anything here. And here is a cooking pot. Alright, well without any other dilly-dallying, what we need now is of course the engine to make this whole thing run. And we need more synthetics, because of course we would. Every item has a custom amount of time it takes. The engine actually takes a while, so we may as well get some extra synthetics. Because we also need it for the fuel, which we are going to need quite a bit of. Currently it seems like there's only 3 different kinds of crafting materials here. There is glass that we can actually get from wall panels, like that. There's metal, which we can both get from walls as well as in the sky. And the synthetics, which we can also get from the sky and also from random little canisters around. Alright, let's fuel up this engine. Let's take to the skies. And let's lift off. As you can see in the top left right now, we have a timer. The game at this point basically consists of go to the beacons. And the neat thing is you can actually lock the speed, and then you can just walk away, and it will keep going forward until it either hits something or the engine is dead. So in the meantime, let's check what we want here. I don't think we could do with a water purifier. Actually, I just tossed away all the dirty water, so I could have probably not made that. The cooking station, however, we dump a couple items in here. You can basically combine any food with any drink by the looks of it, and it will make something. There's also these swarms out here in the dust. On the sky, pretty much, not under the dust. There are a bunch of moths. They seem to be attracted to light. Especially at nighttime, they'll go towards the beacons. I'm not 100% sure if they are hostile. I'm pretty sure they are. I think it said something when you scanned them about that. But they haven't attacked me yet, so I guess that's good. Also, this ship, very responsive. Like, almost stops immediately. And our boiled pepper is done. How nice. So being on one of these towers, there's a couple things we can do here. Going on top of the beacon, we can open up this and get a solid state battery. This will turn off the beacon, showing you that we explored this area, which actually is pretty handy if you ask me. But also, we go down here, there's these random huts, and we can loot these. Now there is something very useful here, so you want to check it out. And there we go, there's a data card. Now we get the blueprints for turbines. I'm pretty sure the blueprints are not randomized. The world itself is randomized, but I think the order in which you get the items is not. Because that means we're always guaranteed to get turbines first. And turbines are pretty handy to, well, raise the altitude. Oh, there's another one. Small storage and a desk, which always seems to be the second one. Which kind of confirms my theory that those are not random. You always get them in the same way. I almost just ran into this hole. Ooh, there's a poster here. There's also little collectibles every once in a while, which is pretty neat. Alright, let's set course for the next area already. There do seem to be buildings scattered around, these broken buildings. They don't seem to contain anything, sadly. Alright, we got the purifier. Which I'll just dump over here. We don't have any water, so kind of useless. Well, we don't have any dirty water, put it that way. And we also got a poster, which we'll just hang up over here, and the box. The boxes in this game sadly do not have a lot of space. And I also wish that the fabricator would use the things that were in the boxes. That'd be pretty neat. Alright, let's quickly loot this tower and then go on to our merry to the next. I do have a plan that I want to be, well, completing, obviously. I'm not sure how possible it is, but I want to make the build tool. The reason why I'm saying I'm not sure how possible it is because I don't know how many resources that takes. I did play through this a couple times, but I haven't checked out the build tool yet. Which is weird for my standards, because that's usually what I do first. But it kind of just shows you how little the 20 minutes is. Because there's a lot to figure out in those first 20 minutes. We'll get another storage box here. There's another data card, which we get glass floor and window walls. Another data card, nice. A scanner and extractor. The extractor is very helpful. So the giant beam that we have on our ship, the extractor is basically a portable version of that. Or let's see, where's another beacon? It's starting to rain, which is not really ideal, because visibility gets pretty poor during the rainstorm. That is also something that does not seem to be random. I've played through this, like I said, multiple times, and every time after a couple minutes it seems to rain and storm. And that just popped in out of nowhere. Alright, I want to build to, which is glass, metal, and a solid state battery. I doubt that we have enough glass though. Yeah, we only have 2. For now, I don't think we have enough metal for it either. We probably need more anyway. During flight, we can actually get out, how scary that is. And we can start using our laser to collect other items, which is really helpful, but like I said, pretty scary. Because that seems like a pretty big drop to me. Let's back it up. I wish we had like a mirror to see backwards, but I guess we don't. Ooh, there's more glass here than I thought, actually. Supposed to probably make the turbine that makes this higher altitude stuff a lot easier. But let's see, we need at 5. And we already have it, nice. Build tool, come on. Where are you at? There we go, build tool. How long is this gonna take? Seems like it's gonna take, oh, not that long. Alright, I was lying. This actually does take a long time. There we go. We unlocked a bunch of things. Let's see the build menu. We can extend a room. So how does this work with... That doesn't work, okay. I'm gonna assume we need a door as well. Not enough resources. Yeah, figured we wouldn't have that. Can I extend this scaffolding stuff? Can't walk. There we go. We can make another cockpit as well, which is in a way kind of odd, because I'm not sure if we can actually move this steering wheel around. Oh, we can. We can pick it up. Interesting. Oh, no, I cannot pick it back, or place it back. There we go. So I can just change the entire layout of the ship. That's pretty cool. A glass floor, because walking over the catwalk wasn't already scary enough. Metal wall, more durable. Weather resistance, so I'm guessing the weather could mess up your ship later. So what's the big difference between the metal, like visually difference? Well, it looks a lot cleaner though, that's for sure. I'm gonna assume the same counts for this, right? Yeah. Oh, alright, so this, at least the floor is made out of metal. The walls aren't. And I'm assuming that the floor here is also more durable. Yes. Okay, cool. Next up on our list though would be the turbine. We need some synthetic and some metal for it, which I'm pretty sure we can quickly get. With the turbine, our altitude will go up by 20, which currently is high enough to get out of the dust layer. Alright, the seconds are ticking down. Also, something I want to try out is I want to see what happens when we kind of crash our ship under the dust. Because it sounded like there was something cool that was going to happen. I mean, in reality, it will probably just destroy your ship and respawn you somewhere. But with the limited amount of time we have anyway, may as well try it, right? So like I said, with this turbine, we can actually get far enough away from the dust to fly fully above it. We're not going any faster though. I'm not sure if we just have to add more engines to it to go faster, which would make sense. Alright, we only have like 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna descend quite far. Actually, first things first, can we walk on these buildings? I said there wasn't really anything here, and I still don't think there is, because I don't see any like resources on it. But I do want to see... Oh. We're entering the dust layer, which apparently is dangerous for the ship. Heck, let's go down even further, eh? Stop. I don't mind landing on that. There didn't seem to be anything anyway. I can't seem to go down far. Maybe I'm just stuck in the building or something. Okay, we don't seem to be underneath any building. Let's go try this again. 220 just seems to be the lowest it will go. Either this is coded in specifically for the beta, or it literally will just stop you from doing it. Like, it would make sense if it stopped you from doing it, it'd be a lot less coding. The game does look really cool though, I will admit that. A landscape of all these destroyed buildings with a layer of fog underneath it. From up here it looks really sick. But that is the time. But that was the closed beta for Forever Skies. I tried to put in as much of the gameplay as I possibly could. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you next time.